Hello everyone, welcome to the Hillbilly Farmers. We put a video together for you of the Virginia Biologically Grown Conference in Roanoke, Virginia. We went for Sunday only and had a good time. Met some nice folks out there. Also learned quite a few new things at the event as well. So again, we just recorded this just so you can kind of see how the ebb and flow of things go. Beware of the audio. It's just cell phone audio just like you're hearing right now. I'm going to try and get the audio levels as synced up as well as I can. But in these type of environments, it's really not easy to get great audio just using the conventional means that we have here on the farm. Anyway, just want to give you a heads up about that, and here you go. I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here at the Virginia Biological Farming Conference here at the Hotel Roanoke here in Roanoke, Virginia. As you can see, we have the registration and everything behind us. We're here today to take some classes and also to experience the exposition. So let's get to it and see how it's going to go. We are here pretty early, but here's a little bit of what's happening. Some of Joel Salatin's books, other things here. Things that we have. All kinds of nice reading material here as well. Here we are at our classes here. We're actually going to be going to Shenandoah A, and that is going to be for CSA design. There's other places here as well that you can go to, such as this here, Shenandoah B. See if we can pop the door open here real quick and just see what's happening. Oops, wrong one. No problem. And actually, Joel Salatin's in there doing a presentation right now. So I'm going to give you all a quick look at how everything is here. All right, I'm going in.
So in my mind, these things sort of, there's active communication and there's passive on this list. So active requires like some sort of direct labor. So it's like CSA newsletters, phone calls, emails, and then passive communication just sort of happens as a matter of course. You're not like directly diverting labor to that specifically, and it's just sort of happening. So like your website is just always sort of like up. Yes, it requires like labor to maintain, but like a bunch of people can be looking at it and you haven't touched it in like a couple months.
Here we are trying to get to our next presentation.
It's down in the hall right here.
Down the hall, down this way. Okay, awesome. Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Okay, on your left.
All right. So we're going to split up on this one and hit up two different presentations. Let's see what we have here. Here's the Monroe. Right here. So it's going to be defining food quality, tools, science, and collaborations. And also the other one we're going to hit is going to be something to do with the food forest, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken.
If somebody walked a cow in here, she probably would have considered eating it, probably would not have considered sitting on it. Everyone's like, yeah, fine. I say, why is it food for a cow, not for us? And say, well, cows have four stomachs and we don't, right? Well, the Colorado potato beetle larvae doesn't have a liver, and you do, right? Rhizoctonia can't digest carbohydrates. Powdery mildew can't digest lipids. When a plant is building into its body the suite of compounds that we call flavor and aroma, it's those exact things that make it indigestible to insects and disease. So if you've got fungus attacking your plants or eating your plants, that's nature saying you're growing fungus food. That's nature talking to you. She's saying, wonderful job. I brought some fungus in to eat what you produced. If she's bringing in larvae, she's saying, this is food for larvae. Wonderful job. I'm feeding my larvae with what you produced.
All right, I just want to show you guys the plated meal that comes with it, just to show you everybody in here having a good time eating. A lot of local farms have provided the food for the meal. We're going to grow it down ourselves. Had a little scheduling conflict, so let's go in here to Wilson. Here we go.
And fungi are great because they're the nature, they're the communication with nature. And that's how plants communicate with one another. And especially working in woods and working with perennial, introducing trees into places, that's another nice thing to do. So I'm going to mention some fungi that I work with and basically how they work for me. Arbuscular fungi is something I've been working with for a little while, and that's basically where you grow bahia grass, which is a tropical grass. It will not grow in the winter. It's like a Florida grass. But it attracts the arbuscular fungi. They fix themselves to the roots. The grass will die, but the arbuscular fungi is still there, and you introduce that into your soils. Fungi are more effective in beds where you're not going to disturb them, right, because of the mycelium. So perennial crops. Another good one is EM.
Here we are back at Shenandoah A for the last class presentation.
Right? And so those are sort of things that you have to think about, and think about your community, the culture, and the values, and ways that you can frame it for your customers to feel comfortable, right? And just say, I'm part of this community. I have roots in this community, I'm grounded in this community, and I'm giving back to this community. And starting to have those kind of conversations. I think people do want to buy locally, and think about ways that you can increase that. So, thinking about increasing more people buying locally, in your community, you have to think about the political structure that you're in. And by political structure, I don't mean Democrat, Republican, Independent, right? I'm not talking about politics here. This is a safe space. But what I am saying is you have a mayor, right? You have city council members. You have county council members. You have state representatives. And then, you have the federal government. So you can think about crafting and creating relationships within that structure.
Here we are, we have the bar scene set up so you can get some drinks if you want to for the dinner. And then right inside of here we have everybody getting ready to eat dinner. I'm sorry everybody, I either misspoke about the other side, that was actually the trade show, or I'm getting ready to misspeak, and that's the trade show. This is the exposition here. Unfortunately, we have to get out of here. It's just about 7 p.m. on this Sunday. But here's this quick look at the exposition.